this is going to be a bit of a small departure from the content that I've done so far. But I'm hoping that you'll stick with me. So I figured I'm gonna. Oh yes, I have to do this. I'm gonna thing. I've got to do it starting up. But as I'm getting the proper delete save file thing set up, as that was a previous playthrough of mine, I will go through the rules that I'll be following for this specific challenge run of Pokemon Platinum. Let us see now. I'll make sure that's not going in the background. Okay, good stuff. So, for this run, title screen, up, select, and B. Okay, good. We'll go through this properly. There we go. So we'll go through this just to make sure that I've got it all done correctly. Now we're talking about this properly. So this is going to be an attempt at a Nuzlocke-esque run, but we're taking this a little bit casually as well. This is my first time going to be properly, well, my second time attempting a Nuzlocke-esque run. My first time attempting a proper one and streaming it and stuff. So we're going to be taking this a bit casually, and I've titled it TeamLocke. Because there's very specific challenges that I want to put on myself for this run in particular to see if I can do them. I have looked around a little bit to see if this kind of run has been done before, but from the little bit of looking I did, I couldn't quite see if there was anything in particular that that to me fit exactly what I wanted for this challenge run. And so here's what we are generally going to do while that's going. I don't know, hopefully that doesn't take too long. So here's what we're actually going to do. Right? We are going. Hopefully that does. Yeah. Hopefully that actually doesn't. There we go. Good stuff. Cool. We can skip the cutscene once it comes back again. And I'm going to get to the Professor Rowan bit just so we don't have the cutscene repeating. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. Rowan, however, everybody just calls me the Pokemon Professor. Alright, so let's give a quick rundown of the rules that I'm going to be following for the TeamLocke. What is a TeamLocke? This is what challenge are we doing here today? So, for the entirety of this run, you can only use 6 Pokemon. One team of Pokemon. You cannot catch any Pokemon that you are not going to use. There are exclusion costs for this, of course, for legendaries and shinies. However, if you intend to use a legendary, it must be planned out already. So, like, I'll get into specifics as well. But if you find a shiny Pokemon, you can absolutely catch it. And if you want to, then you can decide yourself, do you want to even use the shiny that you got? Because the chances are just so low of that happening. And the next thing is legendaries. It's a legendary each game, but because it's a consistent encounter that you can get and stuff, then you can catch it, but it must already be on your set team if you want to use it. For the purpose of this run, when we eventually do fight Giratina, way down the line, I'm going to just be tossing the Master Ball and catching it. Just to get the encounter out of the way with no threat. And beyond that, so that is the first thing. You're only allowed to use the 6 Pokemon that you set at the start of the run. Right? You must choose a team of 6 Pokemon in the run and use only those for the entirety of the run. Right? The first time this idea for this kind of challenge came to me, where you have a team planned ahead of time, was when I was just doing my many different playthroughs through Pokemon Platinum. Platinum was my first game, loved it bits. It's long, but it's good quality all around, in a lot of cases at least. And I certainly feel that this challenge definitely benefits Platinum because it being a longer Pokemon game. Because you have to plan out what Pokemon you want versus when you can actually pick them up. And part of that is there's that meme that goes about where everybody's Pokemon Platinum or Pokemon Diamond and Pearl team is the same. It being, you know, you picked up Garchomp, your starter, you've got Luxray, a Gyarados in there, you got Staraptor. We're tossing that out the window, right? Because I get to pick my own team at the very beginning, and it must be picked before the run starts, then it allows me to use Pokemon that I've not used a lot before, you know? And so the first time I was trying out this run, it wasn't Nuzlocke run, it was just a set team kind of group. And it was very fun, because I got to use a couple of different Pokemon that I don't usually do. Like for instance, I properly used Noctowl, as opposed to, in my very first run through of Pokemon Platinum, I used Togekiss more. And so instead of relying on Togekiss for fly stuff, I used Noctowl. Noctowl has an interesting set of moves. It's not incredibly hard. It is interesting, and it can be useful at times. We're going a different route. And here is the team that I have set for myself. The starter we are going to pick is Inferno. That is done very specifically to help with the first couple of gyms. And a couple of the later on gyms, and it's a case of getting fire types is hard. It's no lie, it is just hard to get fire types. So we're getting Infernape just to, get that base covered. I have done runs with the other starters before. Infernape is just handy to have about. My first starter that I picked ever in Pokemon was Infernape. It's solid. I know how to do it. The next Pokemon that we're going to catch in the order that we're catching Pokemon in, I think the next one we're going to do is Buizel. Buizel is going to evolve into Floatzel and be our main water Pokemon. So they're going to cover Waterfall and Surf, two moves we absolutely need on our team. And then I'm banking on for future fights and stuff in order to make them useful and not just a HM slave. Because Surf is great and Waterfall not as good as Surf, but it's still good. But I'm banking on getting the TM to teach them Rain Dance, and then I'm going to make them go to Move Remember and learn Ice Fang to eventually be one of, have that move as a possible Dragon type counter for down the road. Because I'm not picking up any Dragon types on my team. So that's Buizel first. Then, our second Pokemon we're going to get is actually going to be Drifloon. I heard about which fly Pokemon do I want, which Pokemon that knows fly do I want. And I thought for a while I wanted to have Murkrow and Honchkrow, but you can't get them in Platinum unless you trade. And we are running on emulator at the moment. I do own the game for anybody's like that. I do own the actual game itself. I played the physical stuff, and I don't have the capture software. So we're doing it on this for the ease of it. So we're doing Drifloon as our fly Pokemon. And while I was very tempted when using Drifblim, I wanted to plan for using Stockpile in the moves that they get because it's an interesting little move thing. And if you Stockpile 3 times, it does 300 damage base, which is more than a lot of them. It's like twice what a Hyper Beam does, but yeah. It is interesting but I think I've got a better set that'll better help me tackle certain gym leaders / members of the Elite Four later on, and that'll be very useful. Very, very useful for Drifloon there. For a while through this run, Drifloon's gonna have to carry Cut. I don't want to put Cut on the starter because Rock Smash is going to be going on the starter first off. So in order to not have that be as much of a pain, Drifloon is going to cut for a while. Drifloon will have Cut for a bit for the bits we need it, and we'll be replacing whatever move again. So just to keep Cut on there when it is needed and stuff. But hopefully, won't be severely needed. In terms of defog, maybe. It's very maybe on defog. I don't know if I'll put it on yet. I'll see when I get it if I even want to use it. I think you can get through that area without using T-Fog at all. But third Pokemon that I'm going to use is actually Meditite, or the evolved form Medicham. I'm gonna use Meditite using Strength for a while for when you need it, but primarily Meditite's gonna be one of the big hitters that doesn't have any of the HM moves on it. And the plan for that is maybe a Mind Reader, High Jump Kick kind of set, but we might end up changing that to Drain Punch and Ice Punch for countering Dragon types. Very specific. You can notice, right? Ice Fang on Floatzel to counter Dragon types. Ice Punch on Medicham to counter Dragon types. There's a specific Dragon type we're looking to counter, which is a bit of a worry. And so we've covered 4 there so far. The 2 remaining ones are Leafeon. We want to pick up when we can. It's will be an EV type that won't take a whole lot of pain to evolve, which is a good bit. And that's part of why I chose Leafeon over Jolteon. Jolteon wouldn't be that bad to get a Thunderstone, probably, but I'm putting Leafeon very specifically because, well, partly because of what coverage I've got on the team and stuff. But part of it is because the team that I've got built, Leafeon is the only like hard counter to water types, and it's primarily just going to be there to hard counter water types. And then I'm looking at probably in the late game, we might go for Swords Dance Leaf Blade with them. I'd see if I want to use Rejuvenate stuff, and I don't think I'm going to do anything with Sunny Day on it. Even though it could be useful, it probably just won't in the long run. I've never done a good Leafeon before, so that'll be interesting to try out. And the last member of the team is going to be Mamoswine. Mamoswine actually, like, having an ice type one, so I'll get stab on those ice moves, will be good against dragon types. And I need a ground type, of course, for Volkner, the 8th gym leader, so I'm just bringing Mamoswine. I don't think I'll have much problems with Mamoswine. Mamoswine's also going to be the person who will pick up and use Rock Climb, and is going to take strength off of Medicham as soon as we get it. There is a slight problem that, yes, we will have to have Medicham have strength for a while, like before we're able to take it off, because like getting and using strength comes before you're able to get Mamoswine at all. But it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it, and I'll make sure that I've got the heart scales to do all the re-remembering and stuff. That'll be something I'll have to tackle with. And that is my set team. So to go over again, at the end of game, we're looking at tackling the Elite Four with Infernape, Leafeon, Medicham, Floatzel, Drifblim, and Mamoswine. I think that's a good, nice team. There's a couple of ones that I was tempted to swap out for other bits, of course. As I said, I was tempted to maybe put Carnivine in there instead of Leafeon, but I wasn't confident in Carnivine's like damage capabilities until you get to higher levels of them. I was very tempted to put Toxicroak instead of Medicham, but I felt that 4 times Psychic Weakness is not going to be beneficial for me in the long run, and it might just be too big of a risk. And so that is the set team portion of this challenge done. So that is the team portion of the challenge name. And of course, we're going to be following the second portion of the challenge name, the lock rules. Similar to a Nuzlocke, if a Pokemon dies, it's dead for good. And this amps up, with the team bit, it amps up the challenge way more. But we are going to be approaching this casually. I don't want to say that like I'm definitely, if one of my Pokemon dies, that like, you know, I'm gonna see through the challenge to the rest of it. I don't like. It's rough. I like, because I mean, imagine losing Infernape, and then with the team that I've got set. I mean, I technically do have people that can help with it. I don't know. I'll see. The reason why Lock is in the title is that's what we're going to be attempting, right? I want to see if it's possible, how hard of a challenge it is to beat this entire game with this one set of 16 without any of the 6 dying at all. It's similar to a Nuzlocke, but upon the first death, I do have to consider if I'm going to continue with Nuzlocke rules. That one Pokemon is dead, and the rest of them have to pick up the slack. And so then I've just got a team of 5, which could be a pain. Or if I am just going to go casually from then on and just be like, I'm using this team still, but it's not Nuzlocke anymore. So that stuff, work out when we tackle it. I think that's all of the rules tackled and introduction done. For those of you who've seen my stuff before, the normal stuff isn't... The stuff I've played before is not going to go away entirely. Further shuffling and things, I'm pretty much done with that series. But I will get back to speedrunning at some point. Currently, my other channel, Ultra Saturday, has a lot of the speedrunning front stuff. Very tired of running. This is just something, I figured I'd play this challenge anyways, and so I'm going to stream it, and then I'll take the VODs from it and upload them. But I'm pretty sure, double check that in the feature now. Should have checked it before I went live. Well, let's see. Okay, I think. Okay, good. I think I am. I think I do have the settings set correctly. That it is properly recording it and saving the file, which is good. So I think we're about set to go now. I understand that we've got no viewers on the Twitch side. That's okay. The primary thing for this is going to be having the VODs. Having the VODs for each week. And I just say I did this cool challenge. So, without any further ado, just make sure I stay hydrated. 2 liter. I have a 2 liter bottle of water right beside me, and we're going to tackle this for if you're watching right now, go hydrate. Glass of water, glass of milk, glass of orange juice, glass of apple juice, whatever you want to hydrate. Lovely. Alright, let's get this going. However, everyone just calls me the Puzzle. Before I go any further, is this your first adventure? If you need advice, I'm certainly capable of giving it. No, thank you. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. Here I have a Pokeball. Touch the button in the middle of the Pokeball if you please. Yes. There we go. Finish top. Touch screen is on the right hand side, top screen is on the left. I'm just using the layout of the emulator for the sake of not setting up one of those all fancy stuff. We can deal, it's still fairly alright format. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together, at other times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. What do? I conduct research so that we may learn more about Pokemon. Now, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Are you a boy or are you a girl? We are going to choose this one. Alright, so So you're a girl. Yes. You're going to oops, first. There we go. Cahus. Yes. Okay. So you're Cahus. If I name it is. This boy here, I believe he's a friend. What name might his name be? We're gonna go Barry. We're just gonna go Barry for the sake of not making it very ridiculous. I'm sure if I do more of these, I might. Barry, is it? That's your friend's name? Yes. Alright guys, time has come. A very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. On your journey, you'll meet countless Pokémon and people. I'm sure that along the way, you'll discover many things, perhaps even something about yourself. Now go on, leap into the world of Pokémon. Mouse. Where? Mouse to the right? Mouse to the right. Apologies for any people who noticed that and were annoyed by it. Pokémon are by our side always. I hope you'll understand the meaning of those words. That was the comment left by Professor Rowan, who has returned to Sinnoh from Kanto region. That concludes our special program, Let's Ask Professor Rowan. Brought to you by Jubilife TV on Nationwide Net. See you next week, same time, same channel. There you are. Hey guys, did you see the TV? Sure you did. Professor Rowan's that really important guy who studies Pokemon, right? That means he must have lots and lots of Pokemon. So if we ask him, I bet he'd give us some Pokemon. Oh hey, it's a new PC? Where was I? Oh right. We're going to go see Professor Rowan and get some Pokemon. I'll be waiting outside. Okay Cass, if you're late, I'm fining you 10 million. It's a Wii. It's controlled by a Wii remote. So because I'm an emulator, I can speed up the emulation bit by bit. As you can see, I'm not supposed to be moving that fast. Without the running shoes, of course. This just advances. It removes the frame limit temporarily when I just tap a button. I can hold it down and really do it, but sometimes it gets stuck like that, so I'm not going to try to do that at all. And we're not going to use that feature. I do have save states. We're going to use them in tandem with normal saving. Just like for the sake of security, you know? Cause Barry already left. I don't know what it was about, but he sure was in a hurry. Well, that's such a bad menu. I do. Options, please. Speed fast. But game sound mode is fine that way. Yes, we're seeing battle animations because they're cool. We're gonna do set style, like a proper person. Oh yeah, and we're gonna change this. I always go this one typically. That one is cool. That's interesting too. That's an interesting one. Oh, that's based on the original. That's cool. But no, I'm gonna go this one. There we go. Good stuff. Lovely. Oh yes, cuz dump into tall grass. Wild Pokemon might attack you. It would be okay if you had your own Pokemon, but you don't. So, well, take care, sweetie. What is my time of day set to? I suppose it is. Okay, I suppose if I'm running it off of, I'm just gonna look very quickly. What would it be? Nope, wouldn't be in there. Interface? Nope. System. state. Video auto interface. Wi-Fi. I would have thought it would have been in the emulation settings. Maybe it's somewhere that I'm not seeing stuff. All info. Yeah. Settings. Now, you know, we're not going to worry about it now. I think time of day is actually kind of correct, even though where I am at the moment it's still really sunny out. But it seems correct enough. Oh yes, I forgot. Hey Cos, Barry was looking at you. He's home now, why don't you check it out? I did forget that he doesn't go immediately there. Todd. Barry, what was that about? Oh hey Cos. I'm gonna see Professor Rowan. You should come too, and quickly. Oh you know, the audio is fine. I think we're good. It is a bit louder than me, actually. Kind of tone it down a bit just so it's not too bad in the recording end. Hopefully that sorted it. Hopefully it's not overwhelming. And quickly. Oh geez, forgot something. Silly Barry. Ugh. I better take my bag and journal too. Oh hey Cos, I'll be waiting on the road. It's a 10 million fine if you're late. I enjoy Barry's theme a little bit. The music thing that plays, it's very energetic. I think it very much suits Barry as a character. Ah, the nostalgia. Too slow. Alright, let's get moving to Professor Rowan's lab. Oh, dunk into the grass, right? No worries, no problem. It doesn't matter that we don't have any Pokemon. Trust me on this one, I've got an idea. Now listen, you know how wild Pokemon jump out when you go into tall grass? So what you do is you scoot over to the next patch of grass before any wild Pokemon can appear. If you just keep dashing, we can get to Sand Gym Town without running into wild Pokemon. Okay, stick with me. Here goes. On your marks. Hold it! You two don't seem to have any Pokemon between you. Then what is the meaning of going into the tall grass? Hey Kaz, this old guy. It's Professor Rowan, isn't it? What's he doing here? They tried to go into the tall grass because they wanted Pokemon. What to do? Their world would surely change if they were to meet Pokemon. Is it right for me to put them on that path? You two, you truly love Pokemon, do you? There's a cute little interaction. If you say no, I'm not bothered. Me too. I love Pokemon too. I'll ask once again. You two, you truly love Pokemon, do you? What? You can ask 100 times. The answer will never change. We'll both answer 100 times we love Pokemon. Right, Cass? Yep. A pair of reckless kids who foolishly try to enter tall grass. Without Pokemon of their own? It worries me that people like that would do to Pokemon. Well then forget about me, but give a Pokemon to my friend here. I mean, it was me who tried to go into the tall grass and all. How big of you? Very well then. I will entrust you two with Pokemon. I apologize for putting you through that exercise. However, you must promise me that you will never recklessly endanger yourselves again. Now then, Now where... Professor Rowan, you left your briefcase behind at the lake. Something wrong here? Ah, there it is, Lucas. Nice work. What I was about to do was entrust these two children with their own Pokemon. What? Those Pokemon are crucial. You're giving them away? We exist side by side with Pokemon. There comes a time when people should meet Pokemon. There's a world that should be explored together. For them, today is that time. The place, right here. Go on, open the briefcase and choose a Pokemon. Really? Professor Rowan, I can't believe it. I'm so happy now that I can't keep a straight face. Because you can choose first. Practically a grown-up. I'll have to show some class here. No. Okay. So of course, as all of the good rivals in Pokemon games, um, the rival will pick the Pokemon that is strong against you, as all of the good rivals. Oh lord, I forgot to take rival battles into account when planning my team, but that's fine. It should be okay as long as I live this fight and the next fight against Barry. As long as I win the next 2 fights, I think I'll be fine for a while. Then I'll have more Pokemon. But we're just with Chimchar for a while. And I choose you. I'm picking this Piplup. Very well. Both of you have chosen a good Pokemon, it seems. Now listen well. The Pokemon you have been entrusted with are unfamiliar with the world. In that regard, they're much like you. As fellow newcomers to the world, I hope you'll do well together. If you have any trouble, come see me at my lab in Sandgem Town. And now we'll be on our way. Professor, wait for me. Sorry, folks. How'd you like that? Professor Rowan's really nice. On TV, he seems so stern and scary. Yeah, come on, so we both got Pokemon now. There's only one thing to do, right? Are you up for this? I've always wanted to say this. The time has finally come. Cuz, I challenge you to a battle. Oh, the battle music. Nostalgia. I love it. Right, so technically, right, I'm going to make the ruling if you die here in this fight, which is absolute bull, if we actually do end up dying in this fight. We shouldn't, but if we do, actually I want to just double check what, oh I can't, okay I can't double check what Leo does, that's annoying. But if we do die in this fight, like, I haven't nicknamed the starter yet, even. I haven't got the ability to catch Pokemon. Typically, Pokemon, like, the Nuzlocke rules and such start at that point. But we shouldn't die here. Mm-hmm. What in the... That one hurt, you. Yeah, we're just gonna do the method of scratch, scratch, scratch. Let's see how it goes, you know? You can keep on growling at me, which is... It is annoying, but I think, in terms of damage efficiency, I might be getting ahead. Okay, you can growl like, what, one more time? No way, we can keep going. This is where we hit our stride. Yeah, you can growl... No, you can growl 2 more times after this, I think. Okay, now you've got 1 more growl left in you, and then it won't do anything. Oh, okay. Growl lowers my attack, so I have to leer now to lower your defense. That's what it does, yeah. Can you stop, please? Oh fuck. Oh fuck. We're gonna do that twice. And I think speed this time. Oh, thank you for the extra growl. That'll do nothing. I'm gonna leer this time. Hopefully we don't die immediately. I won't count it for the sake of the run if we do die immediately. Well, I think for the sake of, you know, continuing the run from here and not just immediately restarting and doing the exact same thing that just happened, I think that's fair enough. I don't know what the normal Nuzlocke rule for Platinum in that scenario is, but all it would mean is I go up to the emulator, I press restart, like reset up here, and then skip through a whole lot of text to get the exact same scenario. So, yeah. For the sake of course, we're taking this casually. Rules as it goes. Yeah. So, gonna keep on going ahead. Yes, you won that one, but you won't be let win the rest of them. I'm being after that battle. Pokemon needs to rest too. I should have probably been keeping up with the Leers, but it's okay. What's the matter, dear? This is the thing. There we go. Wow, that's what happened to you? You've been very lucky to have met Professor Rowan. Imagine if you didn't. I wouldn't like to think what the wild Pokemon might have done to you. Go see Professor Rowan and thank him properly. Now that you have your own Pokemon, tall grass won't be so threatening. Put these on. Now we have the running shoes, which we will be using constantly. With the running shoes, you can go faraway places faster. Hold the B button to use the running shoes. Yum. Very helpful. Ba, ba, ba. Is it here that we go? Or I guess he would have gotten Route 201. He just can't. Oh no, we have to grab it later, I think. Or is it on the way out? Or I thought. Oh, here we go. Too slow, sick of waiting. I'm gonna go see Professor Rowan so I can thank him properly. You know the lake we always play at? Legendary Pokemon. Yeah, let's go catch the Pokemon. Show you how me and you together got nothing to fear. Yeah, good. Boom. Alright, we take the lake. Ready? Because we're capturing that legendary Pokemon. Even says so on the sign. We don't have Pokeballs yet. What's going on? The flowing time, the expanding space. I'll make it all mine one day. Cyrus is my name. Remember it. Until then, sleep while you can. Legendary Pokemon of the lake bed. Allow me to pass. Step aside. What's that about? Weird guy. Okay, Kaz. Let's catch that legendary Pokemon. Ew. Did you hear that, Kaz? That was a legendary Pokemon crying. It had to be it. This is our chance. Let's catch it. Wait, what? We don't have anything on us. You know, Pokeballs? If we don't have those, we can't catch Pokemon or take them around with us. Do you think Professor Rowan would give us some if we asked him? You know, remember what he said you'd do? He said to visit him at his lab if we ever needed anything. Okay, Cos, I'll race you. First one, Professor's lab in San Jun Town rules. One bit I'll also preface as well, a little bit. Because it's set team, we can have as many attempts as we want to catch the Pokemon in our team. Once, it's just set in place that those are our Pokemon. And if I accidentally end up killing the first one of that Pokemon that we find, then it doesn't mean that they're just gone. Yeah. I thought before this you got the town map, but that might be in Sanjem Town. Oh, you have to go back. You have to go back, and when you yeah, I remember that now. Right. We want to get a bunch of levels for Chimchar right now. Yes, we want to get a bunch of levels for Chimchar right now, as much as we can generally, because Chimchar is going to be taking on alone the entirety of the first gym, the rock type gym, which their level is the typing is not good for. White tall Pokemon stay out of the tall grass. Yeah, that is fine. Oh, we don't have trainers yet. I think the first trainer is up around. Yeah, Pokemon health is measured in hit points. This is tutorial zone. Oh yay! Thanks for the potion. We will probably need that. But no, for the sake of actually continuing the run. Stuff. The first death against the rival is just not going to count because, yeah, saving time, so on and so forth. Oh, we should actually look and check our stats and stuff. See if we've got a good nature. Things like that. I'm pretty sure the hidden abilities are locked, but beyond that, I think everything is fair game. Let us see now. So we haven't nicknamed it yet, but we must nickname all of our Pokemon. Quirky. Okay, neutral. Neutral. Yeah, I think it shows up there as the highlighted attack and defense stuff. For it's red for what it boosts, blue for what it goes down on the name of the stat. But so far, we're going good. Going good. Quirky nature, I think, is just it's fine. You know, I'd rather that than have it debilitate some of my other stuff. And that dude is there just to tell you to head down. Waiting for you. Please go with me. The professor's waiting. This is the research lab. We're just going ahead. Dod. What the? Oh, it's you, Kaz. That old guy. He's not so scary. No, he's not scary so much as he is out there. Ah, it doesn't matter. Because I'm out of here. See you later. What was that? Your friend always seems to be in such a rush. Anyway, let's go in. I keep forgetting the voices that I've done for Lucas. Now look who's here. Kahas, was it? Let's have a look at your Pokemon. I see. This Pokemon seems to be rather happy. Just knew that Chimchar was no mistake, it seems. Well, would you like to give it a nickname? Yes. Very important in all of these Nuzlocke-esque runs. Very important in these Nuzlocke-esque runs to nickname the Pokemon for an emotional connection so that you're devastated when it dies. What do we want to nickname? I know that my very first one I just nicknamed all caps Fire, and because I was very creative, I know. And in my runs back, I did nickname another one Cinders. So let's nickname this one. I want to lean more on the fighting side with it. Let's see. There's nobody in chat right now to any sort of comments on the situation. Scorch. I know I said I wanted to do fighting type, but like Scorch I think is a nice like fire-based nickname that works. And it's along the similar lines of what I did for another Infernape I had, which was Cinder. Happy with the nickname? Yes. Without Pokemon, I was shocked. I was astounded by these foolhardy children. But now you've astounded me in an entirely different way. Already, there is a bond growing between you and that Pokemon. I feel privileged to have met you. I'm sure Chimchar feels the same way about you. That's why I ask that you cherish that Chimchar of yours. Boy, am I glad you're kind to our Pokemon. If you weren't, well, I don't even want to think about that. Let's move on to the main topic. There's something I want you to do for me. I would probably introduce myself first. Rowan, Professor, I study Pokemon. First of all, I want you to know exactly what kinds of Pokemon live in the Sinnoh region. Two, I need to collect information via the Pokédex. That's all I ask you. I want you to trust the Pokédex. Will you use it to record the data? Yes, you can't say no. Good answer. Pokédex get. That Pokédex is a very high-tech device that automatically records data. Every kind of Pokemon. Just ask that you go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokemon in this region. I've got the same kind of Pokédex as you. When you walked up Route 201 with Pokemon, what did you feel? I lived for 60 long years, even now I get a thrill when I'm with the Pokemon. Now you should know that there is countless Pokemon in this world. That means there are just as many thrills waiting for you out there. Now go. Cos, your grand adventure begins now. This professor asked me to help, so I'm filling the Pokédex pages too. That makes us comrades, working towards the same goal. Yes, you are going to teach me one thing later, and then you won't teach me much more. Oh. Yeah, you're Lucas's father. Give me a potion. No, I thought you gave me a potion. Oh, Rossian. Cool. It's slightly weird that you're named. I don't recall that name coming up anywhere else. But that is fine. Cause I have something good here, you should take it as well. TM27. Oh, the return. Yeah, return could be nice, but I have very particular movesets I want to put on my Pokemon. It's up to you, of course, if you want to use the TM or not. I'll send you off with the wish that your journey will be fun. We'll see if we want to do that. I'm not actually running any normal types that would get stabbed from that, so let's see. Heard about GVM's next thing he battled when he was young. Because I want to show you a few things, so follow me. Building at the Red Roof is the Pokemon Center. You get your Pokemon healed if it's hurt in battle. We'll be going back there a lot because that over here is the Pokemart shop where you buy all sorts of stuff. We will be doing that because we are allowing items to be used. It's a personal thing. We're just allowing us to use items because it's my first proper run. And I like to live. Don't worry about it, okay? Oh yeah, right, Cuz. Let your family know you're helping. Something's too far away, let someone know, but first heal up a Pokemon at the Pokemon Center. Yes, we are going to train up a little bit on the route that heads towards Jubilife, because as soon as we leave Jubilife, which is the next city, then we'll get into a rival battle. Like, essentially, as soon as we leave, again, and it'll essentially be just the starter Pokemon with like a Starly, I think it is. It's coming up. So yeah, that'll be interesting, to say the least. Go this way, and we hop down the little ledges just to save time. So if I'm going to do Pokemon battles, grass. We go over here and tell our mum. Welcome home, Cus. Are you and your Pokemon healthy? Just made dinner. Check your rest, dear. What is it, Cus? Wow, Professor Rowan asked you to do something that big? Go for it. Mom's got your back. Got something that you find useful. Got the journal. I do really like how in this game, when you start up the file after having saved, it does do a little thing of like what you did last time, essentially, and it has a little sheet of paper that'll pop up again, and you'll probably see it. It is very cool. It's a journal. It keeps a record of your daily events. Check and you'll be able to remember what you did last. Gee, a journey full of adventure. I envy you, kiddo. Plus, you're not alone. You have your Pokemon with you. I wish I could go instead. Just joking, dear. I'll be alright by myself. Expose new things, new sensations. Makes me really happy, but come back sometimes. Uh-oh, somebody here. Barry forgot stuff. He left already. But that's perfectly fine. We'll deliver the parcel. It totally doesn't have stuff for us inside. No, my boy Hugh went straight to Jubilife, knowing everybody at our level of Pokemon skill. He would have also still gone to Jubilife, as it's the only new place. Let's go make a save. Save the game. Whoop. Does pressing that actually speed up the saving process? I don't think it does. Pressing the speed up button that I've got, it doesn't. We're just going to have to recognize that the loading and saving in this, of the official loading and saving, is going to be terrible. But that's fine, because it was kind of terrible on the device already. So we're going to go save state in slot 1. I'm going to save state over slot 2 as well, and over slot 8, because those are previous files, and I'm going to go save state over slot 3. Those are previous files I was messing about on a bit way earlier, like months ago, and so I don't want to mess with those. I don't want to have those still on the device. So, oh. Oh no, we're full health. I realized I didn't go into the Pokemon Center. Let's do a fight in this grass and a fight in the next grass. Starlies are the regional bird, and they typically end up going on a team as like the main bird that uses fly and stuff. We're not going to be touching them, or any birds, as a matter of fact. Oh, we must get Ember soon, mustn't we? Should be soon enough. Might be 6 or 7. I have a feeling it's 7. Cricketot. Oh, nice. I've never like done a proper run actually trying to use Cricketot. I know I did definitely have one in my first playthrough for a while when I started off. Oh, we should kill. Yeah, yeah, we should still kill. Or will we? Oh God. We're running. That's Bide. If you're not aware of what the move Bide does, it takes three turns to charge up essentially. But if they're not dead at the end of the 3 turns, then they do all the damage they took back at you, and that would just kill us immediately if I took that damage. So yeah, we're not going to do that. Let's heal up and go learn how to catch Pokemon, and then do the route essentially. I'm going to be using interspersing that little effect in here and there to just speed things up, just for like small cutscenes like that. In general, it won't be big stuff. I know I'm down 40 Pokédollars actually from losing the first fight. Do I still have any money? Oh, I do. It's annoying, but I do. We're gonna buy 10. Oh, we have no money. We can't. Oh, 10 is so much. I suppose we're not doing. We're doing feck all with it. We're buying the Pokeballs here now. I'll do this much, just to get it out of the way for the most part. Because we will need Pokeballs to catch Pokemon for our team eventually. And those ones will actually still come in handy for catching the ones that are actually appropriate for us to catch, which is actually 3 members of the team. I planned it out this time around because I used to do, when I first tried this stuff, my team did have Pokemon like Garchomp on it and stuff, so like you have to wait a good while before you can get them on the team. But I think with the ones I've picked, the only real struggle area would be this very, very beginning for the first gym. And even then, because you'll see what I've done by picking Charmander for this. You know how to catch Pokemon, I'll demonstrate how to catch. I'm just gonna, at intervals, see if I can speed up the entire process. Okay, yeah, that's why I'm hesitant. As you can see, it almost froze and crashed there. Because of it. That's how it's done. Should have lowered the target's HP more, but it's important to lower it as much as possible. You can usually catch it when your Pokemon is Secret Touch. Give you 5 Pokeballs. I wanted to get by the 10 for the Premier Ball, for the most part. I don't think it actually has any better stats or stuff than the normal Pokeball, but it's still cool to get extra free stuff, you know? So one thing that's like a key good thing to grab probably in a lot of runs and stuff, if you do want to go electric type, you grab Shanks here. And A good strategy, probably, in part of these runs, is possibly to get a Bidoof that just holds a lot of the hidden moves. Because Bidoof can learn a lot. Like, I think a good setup for it is like probably to pick up Rock Smash, Surf, Waterfall, and Cut as well. I think they can like do those, and it just saves you early on for stuff. I'm gonna just train up a little bit in the grass here to get us up to maybe 8ish, etc. Then go after the trainers. But Shinx is a good one to pick up right after type. Early game and stuff. Not useful until not incredibly useful until the water place, and even then, the water gym leader does have Quagsire, which will make muppets of you. But still. Yes. I hope things have been doing well for as you're watching though. Hope you've been having a good day. And if you've got suggestions for other stuff that I can do too, I'd be happy to listen, like hear it out, listen to stuff. Oh, come now. Okay. Leer is just defense. I think I can take my own damage. I think I can take one attack of my own damage. Okay, good. I can. I'm gonna potion. So you can't keep on having the Cricketots actually be a danger this feckin' early on. It's a bit ridiculous now. Okay, I think if we see a wild Cricketot from now on, we just leer it immediately. And it's outspeeding us, is it? I think it is outspeeding us, which means we can attack on this turn. We reach the energy and failed, and then I strike you with a big attack there. The reason why we're getting Cricketots here a lot and not the normal set is because I believe it's because it's nighttime, in game, and stuff. Yes, nice. Level 7 Ember. That'll help us immensely. If you're not already familiar with Pokemon stuff, I'll go over it. Because Ember is a fire type move, you get a special bonus. If a fire type Pokemon uses a fire type move, or if a Pokemon uses a move that matches its type, it does extra damage. So this should just kill the Bidoof. Except, is Bidoof right now normal water? Yes? I mean, okay, Ember also is weak. Ember is a weak fire move. Let's see where we go. You know? We're just gonna keep training here. I might want to get to 10 even. If I can get to 10, like just in this little patch of grass, I think that's solid enough for then just planning on a bit. We're gonna do the Trainers College, the Trainers School in Jubilife. We'll pick up Poké Watch. Things will be fine, you know? Yeah, there we go. Crit Ember. Oh yeah, critical hits as well. Every time you do a move, you have a small chance to land a critical hit, and a critical hit does double damage. Unless, and I was considering this when looking through Pokemon, I was considering a lot of different water types, and part of the ones I was considering was Octillery. It would be a fucking hell of a while, or a feckin' hell of a while. I mean, just habit, forced habit in Irish, you know? We don't have to worry about bide, because we've got burn now, and it's super effective. It did. It has been a lot of a while. It would be a while before I could get an Octillery, because I believe Remoraid is found really late game. And so that might disqualify that as an option entirely. Because then I wouldn't have had surf for the spots I needed it at, but I'm trying to think. What spots do you need it at? And I'm struggling to remember what ones you actually like need surf to progress at. And it's not clicking. There definitely is some that are before getting auxiliary. I just can't quite remember at this point in time. We probably are gonna go for a physical attacking Chimchar as well. Scorch Scorch could be a bit better right now. I'm very annoyed at the fact that they not able to take down those bides were threatening, and they lost against the rival. But that's fine. You know, does it do happen? Oh, I can check now the power of the moves. I wanted to check this as well. Check moves. Yeah, power 40. And power 40 as well. Huh. Interesting. I know, it felt as though Ember wasn't doing enough, but I suppose it is doing most of their health in one go. It just will take a couple more levels up to do it entirely. Yes. He's doing it very well. Okay, we'll hit 9 shortly. We'll hit 9 and then we'll head through, because we'll definitely hit 10 off of the first trainer probably, if not the second one. Very, very nice. Good stuff. In my other runs as well, so there's the main thing. There was a Pokemon when I was picking out what water type I'd use. There was one Pokemon that I wanted to avoid, because on my previous set team runs that were casual, not Nuzlocke, I had used that water Pokemon before. And it was Gyarados, of course. Takes a little bit to get, of course, Magikarp evolved, but like the moment you do, the moment that they're evolved, like immediately they're good. Like just straight away, immediately they are good. Well, like they're alright immediately. I think they do get crunched very quickly, and they're kind of middling. For a couple of levels, but once they get a couple of good moves under their belt, Waterfall, Surf, like they become fairly like tanky good. Stats wise, they're nice. I don't need Taunt. I'm not going to be using Taunt because we can't afford to force them to just do more damage to us. Yeah. Yeah, we very quickly just speed up that cutscene and head on out. Good stuff. Apologize if you hear a very quiet fan in the background. It is hot, very hot in the room. Stuff. And just trying to keep both myself and the laptop chill, because for some reason, the laptop has gotten very warm. I'm not quite certain why. Let me make sure that there isn't anything massive in the background. Okay. Oh well, should be good. Should be good stuff. Let's move that away from those just cables and stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and fight the trainer. First trainer in the game, bar the rival, but that fight doesn't count. Our might beat, so we must battle. Should be fairly straightforward. We still have a good level bump upwards, and we are just gonna use stab to just ember our way through the fight. Now this growl no longer matters or affects us properly because it's attack, not special attack, that ember is based on. Which is why primarily I only want I want to run a full physical Infernape, physical damage, which would be affected by ground and things like that. But the reason for that is just Infernape gets way better physical moves than special attacking ones. Like sure, Blast Burn's nice, but like Blast Burn is nice, but risk reward kind of thing. I much prefer the Flare Blitz. Like it's mostly close combat going for with it. I'm probably gonna keep Mach Punch though. And the cool bit is that Mach Punch is what is going to save us in the first gym. Because the thing is, you're able to teach. Oh yay! Cool, got a critical hit. You were able to teach immediately. Chimchar. You can teach Chimchar Rock Smash, which is a fighting type move, which is super effective against the Rock type gym. They give you that before the gym, so you're set there. Yes, you've got a super effective move immediately, but it isn't stab unless you evolve Chimchar first, which is what we're going to do. We're going to play it safe. We're going to evolve Chimchar first. And in doing so, as soon as you evolve from Chimchar into Monferno, you get Mach Punch as well. So we're going to have a full move set there that will be... we're going to have Rock Smash, Mach Punch, Ember, and Leer. We're going to keep Leer, probably. I don't use it often, but if I'm planning on being a bit tanky and just staying in, might go use it. It depends. There's a couple of fights I'm a bit wary about. We will pick up and train Weasel before we fight Mars later on, which you'll see. You'll see why I'm a bit hesitant with that. It is a bit terrifying. We're not scared of Burmy though. I was tempted to put Burmy on the team, but Mothim cannot fly. They can't learn fly. If Mothim could learn fly, we would have gotten it. If Vespiquen could have learned fly, we would have gotten Vespiquen on the team. Even though that would have been such a pain to actually go and do and get. I would have done it. I would have gone through and we would have got ourselves a Vespiquen. But yeah, no. Also, Intimidate's not going to affect Ember at all, so we're good there. The cool thing as well about starters is we're actually not too far off from Spark Evolving. I believe it's 16, level 16. And given that it's just one Pokemon that we've got, should be good. We should be good to just pour all the experience in, and we should get him on Inferno really quickly, actually. Typically have to divert the experience away, and I do have a good spot that you are able to train Chimchar at. Oh yeah, we gotta burn Bidoop's dead. I do have a good spot, technically. It's above the gym. In the town where you can train. But, we might be able to get... No, I wouldn't go for... Also, Stardust, we're gonna need that money. Probably. Hey guys, how many Pokemon have you caught? I think we should catch some more. I've caught none. It is worth raising a lot of Pokemon though. Currently we can't swap out to anything. So this first part of this Nuzlocke run is going to be... Oh, that guy, what's he doing? Excuse... What? How did you know? How did you unmask me as a member of the International Police? Huh? What are you... Huh? What? Are you kidding? I was just making small talk. You claim you were only making conversation, do you? But I know better than not to believe that. No. You recognized me right away as that I was someone extraordinary. That's why you spoke to me, is it not? Your power of observation is fearsome. Quite admirable you are. Now that my cover has been blown, let me introduce myself. I am a globe-trotting elite of the International Police. My name... no, I shall inform you only of my code name. My code name is Luker. It is what they all call me. Incidentally, is the saying, don't be a thief, familiar to you? No? You claim not to know it? How could that be? Perhaps your mama has said it, but you have forgotten it like usual. Now listen, my friends. Is it wrong to take what belongs to others? Unfortunately, there are apparently those who do not heed those words. And so, in fact, there are criminals stealing Pokemon of others. Give me just one moment. Apologies there. Just got a phone call. But we'll be right back to it now. So, in fact, there are criminals stealing Pokemon of others. I've therefore been on the lookout for characters arousing my suspicion. Incidentally, you're trainers, yes? Perhaps you can make use of this. The versus recorder. Tis nice. Nifty device for recording a match. I obtained it because it's quite popular these days. But myself, I do not do Pokemon battling very often. It'll be in better hands with you. Also, I have a request. If you see me again, I ask that you not talk to me while I'm on duty. Actually, yes, you may speak to me, you must. Not because I'm lonely. No, you must inform me of bad guys. You must inform me of any happenings. Working for the International Police sounds hard. Here we are, the trainer school. Name says it all. Your pal Barry went in earlier, he might be studying there. Okay, see you around. Nice. Let us head on in, I suppose. But Luker is a very cool character. I really wish they actually did more with Luker than like what has been done in the Pokemon franchise so far. It is a huge shame that Luker isn't done more with and hasn't had like more of an impact on things. Because just fantastic all around. And has had like bits and pieces. We've got to see that Luker does have a Croagunk, I believe, as a Pokemon. Yeah. Hey, Cos, did you come to study too? Went ahead and memorized everything on the blackboard after all, it's trainer's job. Stop their Pokemon becoming hurt. You got something for me? There's the puzzle. Town map. There's 2. Doesn't need 2, so we get a town map. Well, according to the town map, Warburg City is where we'll be going next. There's a gym there, it'll be perfect. I'll be on the road. Cool. Let's go to the Pokemon Center. Heal up. And fight the trainers inside the trainer school. Yes. Lovely. All healed up. Jubilife City theme is very chill. Sometimes you just get a whole playlist of the different themes of Pokemon Platinum and just put it on loop. Although there's one that like there's one particular playlist that's like a lo-fi one, so it's lo-fi remixes of all of the tunes, and it's very nice. Stab should still carry us through. Stab being same type attack bonus. Your attack might be higher, but you're dead this turn. I don't think you can KO me. Yeah, you do a chunk of damage, but you won't be able to get me. Oh, and another crit, Scorch. You are on fire, literally. Didn't use items effectively. No, you're just too low leveled. Also, you just became friends with your Pokemon. I know what this Pokemon is. Oh! Oh, I must be remembering from, is it Diamond or something, when one of them has an unknown. I swear one of them had an unknown at some point. I don't know, maybe they change. I don't know. First time, I was expecting an unknown, but also first Pokemon Bidoof, actually not as bad as an unknown. Unknown is a very, very useless Pokemon for the most part. Just no stats. Treadall, thank you for the potion. Nice. As I was quickly glancing through, I was like, oh, talk to my friend and you can get an item. Superior Trainer knows how to use it to full advantage. So, of course, I think there's type effectiveness on that blackboard that you can look at, but I already know them. So, yeah. Oh, and then there's Dude. Oh, you call yourself a Pokemon Trainer and you've no Poketech? Rare case indeed. Not only that, I'm conducting Poketech National Campaign. This clowns, if you find them, give you a Poketech. Poketech fan, roll question. Yes. Ding ding, correct. Different Pokemon known as evolution. Got the coupon number 1. I'm just gonna run around town real quick because you kind of want to have the Poketech. All the answers are yes, as far as I'm aware. But number 3. Talk to all the clowns. Moves also have types. There we go. That's all 3 of them. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Turn the coupons and potentially with a watch. Poketch. I always mix up the words and call it Poketech. Touch screen. So there you go. There is actually the real time that it is now, where I am. So it's important to know that. I think the date that it takes is correct. stuff. We've got a counter. Oh wait, no, we've got a pedometer. It's a really cool thing you can do in Diamond and Pearl with the pedometer and a bicycle in this city. I believe it's called like what, the Shadow World or something, or the Shadow Realm tech. It's speedrunner tech that you can just walk through the boundaries of the world and get to the end. It's a very interesting calculator. So if we go 1, 0 equals. Oh wait, no. You want to do 2 plus 1 equals. You can see there's a couple of sounds. And those sounds that trigger are arranged in the Pokédex and Pokemon you've seen. I'm just going to keep that up now. Actually, that works. Just keeps a good eye on Pokemon health and stuff. Let's heal up. I'm pretty sure I know the closest spot that you can get Weasel. Weasel's going to be our second Pokemon that we get. Because we can only get Drifblim after we beat Mars, and we want to get Weasel before we beat Mars. And so that is going to be very important also. That restores there, but also going through doors does so. Let's see, is there other bits? We can grab the rod. We can grab the fishing rod. I don't think you have to fish for Weasel. I think they're just in the grass beside the windworks. Old rod is a good thing. You think so too? Yes, we can be friends. Give me the old rod. Fish wherever there's bodies of water. Oh, okay. No, thank you. Cool. X accuracy. I'm not sure if we'll be using X items here. Mainly the item rule thing is allowed for healing in battle and stuff. I do want to keep that because I'm not like as fantastic. Like this isn't a normal Nuzlocke sort of thing. Like it's a normal Nuzlocke because I only have 6 Pokemon total. I want to leave the healing there for it. To help out if possible. Things like that. Mamoswine is going to be our main tank. But that's way later on, so we're going to be going a while without a tank. Oh, is there items to get in here? I want to keep an eye out to see if there's good items that I can pick up from people. Come on, don't talk to people twice. No, don't talk to people 3 times. Please. There we go. Quite adorable. Quick Claw! We are going to put that on immediately. I don't know why you get the Quick Claw so early in this game. It is very useful. We're going to immediately have the Quick Claw. The Quick Claw gives you a chance to go first, regardless of stuff. Like, so it makes speed irrelevant at times. Like random chance to just... Speed is irrelevant. Which is very handy. Ball completely heals the Pokemon captured in the spot. Yeah. Ugh. I am just spamming the button. That's why it's going to that. I'm not speeding up anything. It has been a while since I played, so you'll notice. I think that. Let's there we go. Save state. I think you can see. There you go. There's Barry. He's going to challenge us to a battle immediately, and because he probably does have a super effective move, we should probably just train. Honestly, just train up, see what we can do. If I could pick up Mach Punch before we fight him, that would be interesting. Be very interesting actually. It's important to talk to a bunch of people in the towns just in case they have an item. And I'm not like I haven't learned off even though I've played the game so many times. I've not learned off where stuff are. You haven't learned off where the items are, so we're just going to be wandering about a bit to find the cool items. Yeah, I know what Pokemon that Barry's got, but that doesn't make it any less threatening. Oh, we should go north. We should go north and train north, because they've just got a couple more trainers and better Pokemon to fight. Also, Badoo. I know one of the times I did a set team, I also used Badoo to get Roserade in the end. Roserade is a bit frail, but not the worst. It's still frail, but not the worst. Yeah, like, no, but typically when I do a set team, I have another Pokemon to help. Like, I used to have Shinx, and I've gotten Spark on Shinx in order to help beat that Piplup. So I don't see any qualms with going about and even evolving my Chimchar at least before fighting this rival battle. Because once that's over, I'm pretty much... Like, if I evolve it now and fight, I think I'm pretty much set. Because the gym is like 14, 15 level trainers-ish. And I'm thinking probably will be handy to have that with us. To have Mach Punch there. So it's, like, if I can evolve at level 16, I lost my train of thought. If you can evolve at level 16, it'll be very useful. One thing that just occurred there: if you let these themes play, they're not actually that bad. There's a lot of themes that are just like this. There's a couple of really, really good ones that like are less repeat-y than this one, but like just letting it sit before battling is nice. I know. We should be set, and I think what I might do is leave the trainer battles in the mines for after I've gotten Weasel, right? Because at that point, I am at least hoping Weasel will be at a high enough level when I catch them to be able to fight off all those rock type users in the mines on their own. And any extra training we need for the gym, we can get in the grass above it if we need that training even. Your magic card my dad gave me, they don't have water type moves, we're fine. Oh, we are stronger using Scratch actually. Oh, that was a crit Scratch. Yeah, we are stronger using Scratch because of just the resistance to fire. This isn't the Magikarp trainer yet. The Magikarp trainer is further on. We will be fighting them, and we will probably use Drifloon to do that. I hope that the emulator can detect what day it is, so that it knows when Drifloon and Drifloon can spawn in. But we'll have to beat Mars first. Because Drifloon only show up at the Valley Windworks after you have beaten Mars. And they only show up on Fridays. I'll have to double check to see if it's Fridays or Friday evenings. I'm pretty sure it's just Fridays. Yeah, just to be absolutely certain of that. That didn't kill? Wow. Okay. We've been live for 1.5 hours. We can keep going. we'll see if I can get to the point of either about to challenge the gym leader or have beaten the gym leader. I don't think it's realistic to do a gym leader a stream, but I think that's a good basis at least to work off of for a little bit. And if not a gym leader stream, like count Mars in it, count getting through Eterna Forest. I should change the move order so that I can just spam and use. Oh yeah, that little effect there was the quick claw working. Oh, very, very good stuff. Quick claw, very, very nice. It is just randomness, but it's still boulders blocking the way inside the cone. Yeah, so you can't go any further through here because you need Rock Smash. Oh, but there is a Pokeball. Potion. You need Rock Smash to get by there, and this is not a good spot to train. Oh, well, there are Zubats, which is a little bit better, but it's not a good spot to train because Golduck does show up here, and I think probably does have at this level Water Pulse, which could just kill us, I think, or get really close to it at least. Very, very nice. I won't, in this playthrough, I'll try not to rant about it too much. I do feel the more recent Pokemon games have changed a lot from their old. Well, difficulties is one word for it, but from their old way of playing as well. It does feel a bit hand-holdy at times. Now, to be fair, Scarlet and Violet did change that. Sword and Shield just were really bad, like immensely so, both graphic-wise in a lot of senses, and as well as story-wise. Sword and Shield, the writing in it was not up to snuff, in my opinion, of course. Just to say that bit. And I think Scarlet and Violet definitely did improve on that. I do like the story of Penny. I find the gym leaders tolerable, but some of them upsettingly bland. There's no the gyms were cool areas in the previous game. These cool buildings and rooms that had a nice puzzle to them, and in a sense, some of the gyms felt like proper puzzles. But I haven't done a full playthrough myself. I did watch one though, and there's different things that are still left to be desired. But I think after coming off of the back of Sword and Shield, it's a step in the right direction that they're going with. I do think it is a little bit the whole thing of getting the legendary immediately is kind of odd story-wise. I get why they did it, but it's just a bit compared to the rest of the Pokemon games. It feels like the legendary is just less valuable in some ways. I liked the whole time travel aspect to it. That was neat, and between the different versions, that was cool. And the final bad guy was nice. I liked Arven's story as well. That was fairly alright. But Sword and Shield, didn't have any of those things. And I think, because the next game that's due a remake is Black and White. It just is Black and White unless they want to remake Gen 1 again, which is just kind of dumb because they're just making money off nostalgia for that bit. But everybody would want justice for like a remake of Black and White. I do agree with another YouTuber RT Game and stuff, and then Twitch streamer RT Game when they've been playing through Black and White recently, and like it does have one of the best stories in the Pokémon franchise, like intense wise, but also like art style wise, it's very very cool and nice, and a lot of the things it does. Music wise, fantastic. Well, you saw what they did with Diamond and Pearl. You know, you saw what they did with Diamond and Pearl in the remix of them. It wasn't done justice, to be fair. And it's like, I mean, part of it is the graphics, right? Like they didn't. Nobody wanted, or very few, who wanted the chibi art style to take over Diamond and Pearl. In a sense, I can't see anybody who would have been. That would be their number one thing they'd want. Yeah. I don't know. It just does feel a bit odd. I thought I heard something and I was quiet for a bit to try and see what it was, but I think it's another house a ways off. But yeah, no. I think there's a lot of ways that they failed. There's a lot of like changes they made in Diamond and Pearl bits that did make it a bit better. I think the underground was done okay with it. The secret bases kind of really sucked compared to how they used to be in Diamond and Pearl and stuff. And there wasn't as much like in-depth things that you could do in it. I do find legendaries alright and stuff, and I do like how they finally did put in the Azure Flute kind of event there with it, and you do have the Battle Resort stuff. Well, did you? Did you have... I'm trying to remember now. Just, like... Was the Battle Resort stuff actually gone at all? I'm struggling to remember properly if they were ever done. Because it was another one I didn't play for myself, but watched it because, I mean, it's... I knew from the trailers wise that I was planning on getting them, but then I saw that it looked like that. Also, this is the first buddy we've seen. I did not think the chances... Oh, I know it's nighttime. I didn't think the chances were that low, but it is nighttime, so the chances go down, of course. Yeah. You know, like there's a lot of bits and pieces. I think the chibi art style takes a lot of like it feels somewhat like I'm not creative a bit, because with Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, like they were done very well. True, it came out Gen 6 period, but like even if you like did the same extra Sword and Shield wise, and I know like they just didn't want to put in the money effort for the remake into making... Oh wait, what? Is this 14 that we're at? How did I get that wrong? I could have sworn that it was 16. Scorch evolved into Monferno. Good stuff. And we should want to learn Mach Punch now. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're good to move on now at least. We keep going, but I really thought... I'm gonna get rid of Taunt. Poof. Taunt was forgotten. And... learned Mach Punch. That is odd. Because I swear when I, like, all through growing up and stuff, that it was level 16. That they evolved that. I swear it was. I must have just been wrong. I suppose level 14, now that we've got Mach Punch, and now that we have like the fighting type stat on it, and we're a second stage like starter, I think we're solid enough to just keep on going with the story now instead of that little bit of a grind there. We were talking before about the remakes of Diamond and Pearl. I do feel like, and there was a bit of an uproar when it came out, and like nobody's playing the Diamond and Pearl remakes anymore. Like for the most part, not literally nobody, but like it's just it let a lot of people down, and I hope that doesn't do the same route as for Black and White, because like the stories were good in those games, like aesthetics were great in those games and stuff, and admittedly the pixel art style worked so well for Black and White, so well that I don't know. It'll be very hard to stop to the Pokemon company will have to try to like get a good remake this time around after what they did with Diamond and Pearl. So I'll claim Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire was brilliant, even though the Battle Frontier I heard was gutted a bit from it, which is a shame. I still do feel they made back from it with the competitive scene was nice there. I feel like a lot of the features for all the legendaries were really cool, and it was the first one that I like. It was that and X and Y that I started getting more into the competitive side of things. I properly got into it between Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and Sun and Moon. You may ask, of course it got tougher. Come on, I'll demonstrate it to you. I'm not losing this time. I am not losing this time. I refuse to lose this time. I'll show you exactly why. I'm twice your level. Ember should still do good. Ember does very good. The importance of picking Infernape as well, for this as well. It didn't fully click with me before, but yeah, when Piplup evolves into Empoleon and stuff and becomes Steel typing, it does gain a weakness for fighting type moves. So yeah. Don't matter. It don't matter. I'm always going first. You're not gonna stop me with just that. I'm not punching. I'm just decimating health. Take that. It is a bit punching down, I suppose, but affect that Piplup. Yeah, you lost, and this is going to be the start of a long streak of losses. Okay, so let's just fight all the trainers here for the experience. Get us just a bit higher to be more comfortably through there. I want to be able to comfortably with Mach Punch one shot the whole gym. I think that's for this no kind of rules that I'm attempting. You know, I'm attempting to not die. I think that's fairly solid. A pretty solid path to take. I feel like if I can Mach Punch one shot a lot of them, it'd be bad. I probably do outspeed all of the Pokemon that are used though in the gym. But that is the other flip side of things. We do absolutely do that. So here's another thing, tangentially related to Pokemon and stuff. Tears of the Kingdom that came out. I haven't played it myself yet, but I have watched a big long playthrough of it, and I am very impressed. Of course, like they outdid themselves Zelda. I played most Zelda games. Big Zelda fan. And they like best Zelda game to date, by far. And so much bloody content in it. Like, yeah, it took 6 years to make, but it's very understandable. And it shows that the 6 years it took to make it was worth it. Well worth it, because they made a good game. And I hope that maybe, possibly, it carries on to other parts of Nintendo, that they realize that, oh hey, we can just spend a good while making a game and make it be a really good game, because good games sell more. That just is simply it. Good games will sell more. I think over time, I don't know, doing Pokemon for the cash grab is going to be very bad for them in the long run. Yeah, I don't know. I am ever slightly bitter-ish about the state of part of Pokemon now. And just like the after Sword and Shield, the dip in trust, I suppose, could be said about them. But yeah, to the point as well. On the same lines of like the dip in trust and the Pokemon thing, there is the game Temtem as well. That is it's on Steam now. Well, it was on Steam before, but it's on Steam, and it follows the same formula-wise as Pokemon, and it does do a lot of things that Pokemon doesn't do. It is a MMO. There's one thing. All the battles are double battles, which is great. It has a stamina system thing for like moves cost stamina. You have a limited pool of stamina that only recharges so much per turn. No, there is still a point in having get out. And also the designs are very nice. To the point that even Temtem Company bought a Fakemon design. I believe it came out around Sun and Moon stuff. Do you have Psychic? We'll never know. Okay, good. If you had Psychic, I would have been a bit worried, but I'm pretty sure that lower level probably didn't. But you know, Temtem is nice. I've stopped playing Temtem. I did the entirety of the story, and I did go a little bit into competitive. I didn't go massively into it, because it is I'd argue it might even be a bit of a bigger time investment to get into Temtem competitive than it is to get into Pokemon competitive. For different reasons. The meta is a little bit more complicated, I think, and technically it is a little bit simpler in some ways to train your Tems, but also just like there's the length of the amount of grind. It does feel it feels hard to work out a strategy, I suppose. Definitely a bit harder to work out a strategy. You're a psychic type, so Mach Punch won't be good on you. It might just scratch. Yeah. Fire type moves are weakened. And scratch again, fine. Okay, good. Psychic Water, Psyduck. It's a good thing that we won't be fighting a whole lot of those. Yes, we're going to pick up Fury Swipes for now. Actually, that is fantastic to have. Just as a neutral move that'll hit a lot of stuff. Better than Scratch, and we'll get rid of Leer then for... We'll get rid of Leer for Rock Smash. I want to keep Mach Punch, that's the main bit. That's the main bit that's wanted to do. We want to keep Rock Smash because it's another fighting type move, and we will need it for the progression of the story, and we just have to put it on Upper Niners. That's part of the challenge of making your set team. You are forced to work around the hidden moves, as opposed to having I think the strat is somewhat valid to have a HM Pokemon that just has only hidden moves. In this type of run, it is valid. I don't like it, but it is valid. I'm kind of splitting up that HM Pokemon between some Pokemon in this run. It's going to be between Mamoswine, who will take Strength and Rock Climb, Floatzel, who will take Surf and Waterfall, and then Drifblim, who is going to be taking Flying Cut, but that'll only be like a bit I'm hoping to get rid of Cut like as soon as it's able to be gotten rid of, or at least I can safely get rid of it, because I want to get Baton Pass. I want to put Baton Pass on it. My idea for Drifblim, right, and the main reason I've gone for Drifblim instead of like an actual bird one for the fly use, is first of all Ghost type. Ghost typing, it might help for the Ghost type gym. I'm not actually going to be relying on Ghost typing for the Ghost type gym at all. I'm going to be using the Leafeon that we'll probably have at that point. We definitely will have at that point. I'm going to be using Floatzel. Floatzel will power through. I'm planning on just getting strong and trying to power over that gym and using fire type moves and stuff with should be an Infernape at that point in time, maybe, to just plow through if I can. But yeah, I like Drifblim's not here to deal with the Ghost type gym. Like Infernape is here to deal with a lot of things, like to deal with the Rock type gym leader for this push, because fighting type moves, fantastic. And of course, you could say, oh well, Piplup would have dealt with it fine as well, and Turtwig would have also dealt with it fine. It's a Rock type gym leader. I picked the one that, yeah, but like Piplup, you run into problems with the Grass type gym leader, and you then have to like. There's ups and downs. There's ups and downs to be absolutely certain, right? And like overwhelmingly so. I think being able to easily get through, like with my set having Metacham as well coming up, who's a psychic fighting, I won't have any problems with the Ice type gym leader or a Steel type gym leader. Like, I don't see me having problems there at all. And with both of them, Floatzel will make a good, like, coming along with me. Sparkling new Poketech, for Travelers, are you new? It's all good, fellow friend. Give this hidden machine to you. This is Rock Smash. You get it here. You cannot use it outside of battle though until you've beaten the gym. So, we're going to teach immediately to Scorch. Here, Rock Smash, use. Interestingly enough, this is still back in a time when the TMs and stuff were not. They broke. TMs broke, essentially. And there is some bits of TMs I'm thinking I'm going to get the TM for Rain Dance for Floatzel. I don't think I'm going to actually do any Hail with Mamoswine. Here's the thing. You see, Mamoswine was picked for the two reasons. First of all, Ice type, that's one. But I needed a ground type for the last gym leader. And when looking through ground types, I didn't want to do Graveler or Golem. I didn't want to do Onyx or Steelix stuff because I'm not doing trades. So those are out the window. And the only other proper big options, like beyond that, then are Hippowdon, which I was very much considering. I was very much considering Hippowdon, and and Mamoswine is the main one. And I was thinking through, and I'm like, okay, does anybody have Volt Absorb that I could get? I wasn't really turning up with much good stuff. Bar if I, like, again, Motor Drive on Electrive is one of the things I saw that, like, it would be nice maybe, but I'm planning on using that ground type for the gym. I want to have super effective moves, as well as being immune to, like, the good moves that are electric type. It'll help me immensely. And so, I'm thinking, right, so what's the, like, the main thing that sold me on Mamoswine. Mamoswine gets Earthquake through level up, pretty sure. And Blizzard through level up. I'm not 100% set on if I'm using Blizzard or not for it. I might use Ice Beam instead for the extra accuracy, as opposed to the chance to miss with Blizzard. I might need that for the big dragon we've got to take down at the end of this. But what was the big thing? The main thing that put me off Powdon was the fact that Hippowdon's only ability is Sandstream, and it kicks up a Sandstorm every time they enter battle, and they'd be the only Pokemon on my team that's actually immune to Sandstorm. So I just didn't want that at all, and I'm fine with just not having to put up with it. So eventually, when we do fight V4, even though Mamoswine being ice and ground won't be the best against the fire type one, it'll be neutral damaging the fire type one, and we'll have access to the moves that we need. Can we do stuff like Sirius, really tough. He just left to Coal Mine. He's got to help out some stuff there. Oh yeah, and then I asked him again accidentally. I do want to talk around and ask people some stuff first, just to see. Yeah, I do want to ask around a bit first, just to see if there's any items that I can pick up very easily. I don't suppose. Yeah, I'm trying to recall if there's ones in the cities, in the houses and stuff. Let's have a wander around first, before you go and grab the gym leader. Rock is using rock type. We're set for the gym leader essentially. We're like level 16-ish. Every one of them there is 14-ish, which could be a bit tougher, but we take neutral damage from rock type moves, so I'm kind of half banking on that. I don't want to be level 20. I think 20 is a bit, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. We'll do a bit of training to get maybe up to 17. Pokemon called Matchup, no. Technically, for the purpose of the team thing, like, you could probably, yes, catch a Matchup, but don't use it for that trade in order to get an Abra. Matchup are available up at the top portion above the city there. I'll put one special ability. Actually, just pick up. Ooh, that'd be a nice one to did he ask for showing him the Geodude? Can't remember, but don't do anyways. I'm just gonna wander about. Yeah, defeat all the badges. Defeat all the gyms to get their badges. Then you can challenge the Elite Four. We want to go for all the trainer battles that we can generally, so we will be fighting all the. Oh, here, take this. Dusk Ball. That, given when I'm going to start streaming, that's not bad. If it's going to count it as nighttime this entire time of the stream, that's not going to be bad at all. Oh yeah, the Psyduck Golduck thing is, I think it's a Gen 1 mistake that just kept them going, to mix them up between, like, like the first form and the second form. Oh, and I don't think it's surprising to see Pokemon in different colors. Interesting. A different color Pokemon, Pikachu has yellow body, correct? Well, different color Pikachu has a sort of orange body. This is shinies. If we run to a shiny, we're allowed to catch it and use it if we want to. We'll know. Could there be people over here that give me stuff? Oh, did you give me something? Hello, how are you? I'm actually lost now. On the verge of a breakthrough, I can extract oh yeah, almost. Go to it reminds you. Let me check. How long have we been streaming? Okay, but we're at 2 hours now. I don't want to go too much longer than that. So you know what we'll do? Let's just go immediately and get this gym done. You know, we've got a strong enough Pokemon. We can tackle this and get through the cave. No bother at all. Pick up these. Got a hit. Also, don't worry, I will be selling that Stardust eventually. But we're just yellow shards. Shards are important. In order to get Brain Punch, I think I need the shards. I swear there should be something around here for one of those, but maybe not. I was just tapping a bunch there into the culprits. So the comment should be no problem at all for us, because everything down here is a rock type, and we've got Mach Punch. So we're just going to plow through. We also have Rock Smash. We should outspeed stuff. There you go. I'll tap the button every now and then. I'm going to try not hold it when I can. We might even reach level 18 before leaving here. On Pokemon with them, you'll be challenged to battles. Haha. Or there were some rocks, but they started moving. Looked like little rocks. Also, if you haven't already, you probably haven't already, I'd recommend giving a bit of a read to the manga for the Diamond and Pearl, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl manga. It's not that bad. Also, just reminder again, I'm ignoring the trainers that are mining in the walls there, just for the sake of saving them for Weasel. They probably won't get much experience, but this is a good training spot for Weasel. I also have to double check and see what level Weasel evolves in the float zone. That might be a good idea. I don't know. I don't think I'll immediately just, as soon as I get them, try to evolve them. But I will get them fairly far. This is Rourke. Okay, stand back and watch this. Using the hidden move Rock Smash, a boulder blocking your way. Fallen boulders need to be smashed so they're out of the way. If you could get the badge from the gym in town, you'd be able to do this too. Of course, you have to be the gym leader first. That would be me. And then he leaves, and then we follow him. Is there a way this way? Yes, there we go. There's a Pokemon item. We're just going to keep on going, plodding along. It's a good thing we got the levels when we did. We probably could have beaten people up without having to get the levels and stuff, but spend a bit more time. We're using our reward for it, you know, and just kind of flying through this area. We can afford to, you know, we're 3 levels above. We've got the type advantage. We're fine, right? Oh, you're supposed to go down the left-hand side and come to the right. Oh, that's fine. Perfectly fine. And the Zubat, we can just use a fire-type move. Make that be just as effective as before. Indeed. good to see you there in chat. Very good to see you. Currently, we're just about to go fight the first gym leader of the game. Don't worry, I'll be saving the VOD, and if you want to watch from the start, I will be uploading it to the YouTube channel of the same name as this Twitch. And it'll like, I'm doing commentary all the way through intentionally for the sake of the VOD's purpose. So it should be very good. So currently, I'm going to explain the rules again of what makes this run so special. This is going to be a TeamLocke run, is what I've deemed to call it. And TeamLocke is essentially, before starting the run, I have to set out my entire team of Pokemon that I'm going to use. And that is Infernape, Medicham, Drifblim, Leafeon, Floatzel, and Mamoswine. I'm going to be using those 6 Pokemon, and I cannot use any other Pokemon apart from that. We're going to be doing this Nuzlocke rulings, or trying to do it as a Nuzlocke, so we don't let anybody die. We did have a little bit of a mishap at the very, very beginning of the game, but we just kept on plodding onwards because, like, okay, we died in the very first fight that you experience in the game. It was a bit of bullshit, but it is kind of just, like, we just kept on going forwards because, well, I would have just had to use another, like, 15 minutes to reset the game and do the exact same things I did before to be in the same situation. So, yeah. It is kind of yes. So, let's go in here. Make sure we heal up at the Pokemon Center before we fight the first gym leader. Currently, because of the way I've picked my Pokemon, I have to just use my starter for a little while. And I have to use just my starter on their own in order to beat the first gym leader. If you've not played any Pokemon game stuff before, essentially the aim of the game, apart from catching all the Pokemon, but the way you beat the game is you train up a team of Pokemon, fight all of these gyms, which are these buildings here. Each gym is based around a Pokemon typing. There are 8 gyms in a region, and then once you've beaten all 8 of them, you can fight the Elite Four, which are 4 really strong trainers based around a Sigma type. And then there is a champion at the end of that, which has they're not based on any particular type, but they have a really strong team. This Pokemon game's champion is infamous for being very difficult. Like one of the most difficult champions to date, if not the most. Howdy, how's it going, champ to be? That's what I said to a really impatient boy earlier too. Jim, these are rock-type Pokemon. Well, listen, rock-type Pokemon really hate water. They're also weak to grass-type moves. They sure have weaknesses, but I don't think it'll be easy. Going for rock-type Pokemon with a fire-type Pokemon won't be easy either. That's the advice I can give you. Now, because we picked our starter as Chimchar, which is a fire-type, we are not like normally at this point. Yes, you pick up other Pokemon to counteract the weakness fire has for rock types, because you know a rock goes over and extinguishes fire. However, Chimchar is special because we've decided to evolve Chimchar early, and Chimchar is a fire fighting, and fighting types are super effective against. Fighting types are super effective against rock types, and so we have a couple of rock type moves. I'm just going to double check. That's 40 damage. That's 40 damage as well, so it's the same thing. Yeah. And so, because we've evolved from Chimchar already into Monferno, which is a firefighting, our lead Pokemon, Scorch, is going to absolutely obliterate this gym. We're also level 17, which you'll see now is very handy. So, level 11 typing, we're a good bit ahead. 6 levels is significant, and Mach Punch is always... Mach Punch is interesting, it always goes first. It has 40 damage, so it's a slower base. It always goes first. I'm surprised that didn't kill. I shouldn't be worried though. We're Mach Punching, we've got enough tanky defense on ourselves. We can beat the 2 trainers that are in this gym. Just Mach Punch. Head out and heal, and then do more Mach Punches. I don't think there's any rock ground, because I think fighting is good against ground as well.
I think now, not certain on that, but I'm hoping there's not a lot of moves that'll be super effective against me at this point in time. Mach Punch will always go first, it's just going to be better than Rock Smash straight up, but we need Rock Smash to use outside of the game in order to break rocks that block our path. Okay, good. We'll level up to 18 before we end up fighting the gym leader. I think I'm confident with that, given that, like, I think it's 14, 15, 15, I think that the gym leader has. Okay, let's see. How do we take... Okay, good. We take a rock throw very well. Because I think because of the fighting type, we are neutral to rock, I think. So just being much higher leveled is important. In these early levels, like having a couple of levels ahead of people is significant because the stats of everything are so low. Having a bit more is majorly impactful. Lovely, no bother at all. Hope you have a lovely night. Good stuff. So we're just going to heal up now. Just going to heal on up now. And then do the gym leader and end the stream. Essentially. I don't want it to be too long of a VOD. I want to make it... Let's see. How long will it take roughly? You know, yeah. If I can do 2 hours and a bit VOD, that's good. And I'm going to upload it like immediately, essentially. So that I don't forget. I hope the VOD is saving. I'm like kind of fingers crossed if I had that setting switched on. I think I did. I think I would have put it on and never turned it off. But that should be good. Okay, we're all healed. We have some potions, just in case. This is on. I'm gonna make a save state. It's not one beforehand. Be certain. We might actually just use save states the whole time. And probably just use the in-game saves only for like at the end and start of streams and stuff. Welcome. This is Oreburg Pokemon Gym. I'm Rourke, the gym leader, but I'm but one trainer who decided to work partly with rock type Pokemon. As the gym leader, I need to see your potential as a trainer, and I need to see the toughness of the Pokemon that battle you. Alright. Gym leader Rourke. Okay, level 12. I know there's a level 14 here somewhere. It might be the Cranidos. They should. Good. Quick Claw is absolutely unnecessary, but it's good to have. Critical hit as well. Great job, Scorch. You've been mental with critical hits in the game so far. Absolutely great job. Onyx next. Mach Punch. Okay. We know that we take a good rock throw. Fairly fine. Mach Punch again. Quick Claw triggers. It doesn't have to, but it does. And we got a crit. That's 2 crits in this fight. In this fight alone. So, very strong. Cranidos. This is level 14. I think I can. Mold Breaker means my Blaze won't work. But that's fine, we shouldn't need it. Yes. Super effective hit. That is Rourke the gym leader down. Gym leaders all have 3 Pokemon. At least in this gen, yeah. Scorch is now level 19. Flame Wheel! Yes, pick it up, pick it up. It is, I'm pretty sure, 60 damage, may leave target with a burn. We're going to replace Ember. Flame Wheel is going to be sticking around the whole run, I think. We'll probably get rid of Fury Swipes for Flare Blitz eventually when we get it. That can't be, my buffed up Pokemon. This is embarrassing. I went and lost to a trainer who didn't have a single gym badge. But that's tough. You were strong and I was weak, that's all there is. According to Pokemon League rules, I have to give you our gym badge since you've beaten me, the leader. Here's your official Call badge. Pokemon Black and White does a really cool animation for it that I wish I had in this game too. Having the Cold Badge means you can use the hidden move Rock Smash outside of battle. Shake this too. And every gym leader also gives you another technical machine. Stealth Rock. We are not going to be using that. No way. Unless the final fight, maybe. I have to see how Stealth Rock interacts with some stuff, but it might not be a bad idea in the final fight to give that to Mamoswine if he can learn it. If he can learn Stealth Rock, I lead with Mamoswine into Spirit Tomb, and I set up Stealth Rock, and then use some moves to just power through Spirit Tomb. Because, like, so long as Earth types don't crush the small rocks, Stealth Rock should be really good against the Togekiss. That will be coming in. And because of my team setup, I don't have a lot of counters for flying types. My only counters are Mamoswine, and Flotsam has Ice Fang, and Medicham has Ice Punch. Ice is good against flying. So yeah, I was tempted to get electricity for it, but